In the heart of New Orleans, where the air was thick with the scent of gumbo and the sounds of jazz filled the streets, a small crowd gathered outside a renowned music hall. The marquee announced a special performance by the world-famous pianist, Julian Hart. Hart was a prodigy, known for his virtuosic skills and flamboyant performances. His concerts were always sold out, and tonight was no exception. Among the crowd stood Samuel "Sam" Johnson, a blind African-American Vietnam veteran. Sam had lost his sight during the war, but he had not lost his love for music. He had spent countless hours in his small apartment, playing an old upright piano that had been a gift from his late mother. Music was his solace, a way to escape the memories of the battlefield and the struggles he faced as a veteran. As the crowd buzzed with excitement, Sam felt a mix of anticipation and anxiety. He had always admired Julian Hart from afar, but he had never had the chance to see him perform live. He had heard stories of Hart's arrogance, but Sam hoped that the pianist would be as talented as everyone claimed. As the doors opened, the crowd surged forward, and Sam was swept along with them. He navigated through the throng, relying on his cane to guide him. The atmosphere was electric, and he could feel the energy of the audience as they took their seats. Once inside, Sam found a spot near the front, where he could hear every note. The lights dimmed, and the audience erupted in applause as Julian Hart took the stage. Dressed in a tailored suit, Hart exuded confidence as he sat at the grand piano. He flashed a charming smile, and the crowd fell silent in anticipation. Hart began to play, his fingers dancing across the keys with incredible speed and precision. The music was beautiful, but Sam couldn't shake the feeling that there was something off about the performance. Hart seemed to be playing for himself, not for the audience. The notes were flawless, but they lacked soul. As the performance continued, Sam's attention drifted. He could hear the whispers of the audience, their admiration for Hart palpable. But then, something unexpected happened. During a brief pause between pieces, Hart scanned the audience and spotted Sam sitting in the front row. With a smirk, Hart called out, "Hey, blind man! Can you even appreciate what real music sounds like?" Laughter erupted from the crowd, and Sam felt a wave of humiliation wash over him. He clenched his fists, fighting back the anger that bubbled within. The laughter faded, but the sting of Hart's words lingered in the air. Sam's heart raced as he processed what had just happened. He had faced discrimination and prejudice throughout his life, but this was different. This was a public humiliation, and it cut deep. As Hart resumed playing, Sam's mind raced. He had always believed that music transcended barriers, that it could connect people regardless of their backgrounds. But here was a man who had everything: fame, talent, and wealth, using his platform to belittle someone who had sacrificed so much for his country. The performance continued, but Sam's focus shifted. He could hear the notes, but they felt hollow. He thought about his own journey, the struggles he had faced after returning from Vietnam, and the isolation that often accompanied his blindness. Music had been his refuge, a way to express emotions that words could not capture. As the final notes of Hart's performance echoed through the hall, the audience erupted in applause. Sam remained seated, his heart heavy with disappointment. He knew he had to do something, to reclaim his dignity and show Hart that music was more than just a show. It was a language of the soul. After the concert, as the crowd began to disperse, Sam approached the stage. He could feel the energy of the room shift as people noticed him. Hart was still at the piano, basking in the adoration of his fans. Sam took a deep breath and called out, "Julian Hart." Hart turned, surprise etched on his face. "What do you want, blind man?" he replied, his tone dripping with condescension. "I want to challenge you to a duel," Sam declared, his voice steady despite the tremor of adrenaline coursing through him. "A piano duel. Let's see who can truly move an audience." The crowd fell silent, and Hart's expression shifted from amusement to intrigue. "A duel? You think you can take me on?" he scoffed, but there was a glimmer of curiosity in his eyes. "I may be blind, but I can still play," Sam replied, his determination unwavering. "Let's see who can touch the hearts of the people." Hart hesitated, glancing at the audience, who were now buzzing with excitement at the prospect of a duel. Finally, he smirked and said, "Fine, let's do it. But be prepared to be embarrassed." The stage was set for the unexpected showdown. A makeshift piano was brought out for Sam, and the audience buzzed with anticipation. Sam could feel the energy in the room shift. People were eager to see what would unfold. As the lights dimmed again, Sam took a moment to center himself. He could hear the whispers of the crowd, their curiosity palpable. He thought about his experiences in Vietnam, the camaraderie he had shared with his fellow soldiers, and the music that had kept him going through the darkest times. This was his moment to show that music was not just about technical skill. It was about emotion, connection, and authenticity. Hart went first, launching into a flashy piece that showcased his technical prowess. The audience clapped and cheered, but Sam remained focused. He listened intently, analyzing every note, every flourish. Hart was undeniably talented, but Sam sensed a lack of depth in his performance. When it was Sam's turn, he approached the piano with a calm confidence. He placed his hands on the keys, feeling the cool surface beneath his fingertips. He closed his eyes, allowing the memories of his past to wash over him. He thought of the friends he had lost in the war, the struggles he faced as a blind man, and the power of music to heal. Sam began to play a soulful melody, one that he had composed during his years of solitude. The notes flowed from him like a river, each one infused with emotion. He poured his heart into the music, letting it speak for him. The audience was captivated, their silence a testament to the power of his performance. As he played, Sam could feel the energy in the room shift. He could sense the audience leaning in, their hearts opening to the story he was telling through his music. He played with passion, weaving in elements of jazz, blues, and even a hint of gospel. It was a reflection of his life, a tapestry of joy, pain, and resilience. When he finished, the hall erupted in applause. Sam opened his eyes, feeling a rush of exhilaration. He had done it. He had connected with the audience in a way that transcended words. As the applause faded, Hart took his place at the piano once more. The confidence he had exuded earlier was now tinged with uncertainty. He began to play again, but this time, something was different. The notes felt forced, lacking the authenticity that had characterized Sam's performance. The audience watched in rapt attention, sensing the shift in energy. Hart's bravado began to crumble as he struggled to regain the momentum he had lost. Sam could see the frustration etched on his face, and for the first time, he felt a sense of empathy for the pianist. After Hart finished, the audience erupted in applause once more, but it was clear that the magic of the moment had shifted. Sam had shown them something deeper, something that resonated on a personal level. As the crowd began to disperse, Hart approached Sam. His demeanor changed. "I underestimated you," he admitted, his voice low. "You have something special. I was wrong to belittle you." Sam smiled, feeling a sense of pride swell within him. "Music is about connection, Julian. It's about sharing our stories and emotions. It's not just about the notes we play." Hart nodded, a newfound respect in his eyes. "I'd like to learn from you," he said. "Maybe we could collaborate sometime." Sam was taken aback, but felt a sense of hope. "I'd like that," he replied. "We could create something beautiful together." In the weeks that followed, Sam and Julian began to work together. They met regularly to share their musical ideas, blending their styles and experiences. Sam taught Julian about the emotional depth of music, while Julian introduced Sam to new techniques and styles. Their collaboration blossomed into something extraordinary. They decided to hold a concert together, inviting the community to witness their unique fusion of talent. The event was a celebration of music, diversity, and healing. On the night of the concert, the venue was packed. The audience buzzed with excitement as Sam and Julian took the stage together. They played a medley that combined Sam's soulful melodies with Julian's technical brilliance. The music flowed seamlessly, captivating everyone in attendance. As they finished their final piece, the audience erupted in applause, standing in ovation. Sam felt a sense of fulfillment wash over him. He had not only reclaimed his dignity, but had also forged an unexpected friendship with someone he once viewed as an adversary. In that moment, Sam realized that music had the power to bridge divides, to heal wounds, and to create connections that transcended differences. He had turned a moment of humiliation into a new beginning, proving that true artistry comes from the heart. As the lights dimmed and the applause echoed in his ears, Sam knew that he had found his place in the world once more, not just as a musician, but as a storyteller, a healer, and a testament to the resilience of the human spirit.